My last oppressor as of right now is anybody who is behind a Black person getting a fried chicken sponsorship.
You talking about the Canes
Bro,
runway?
hold on. There's so many we can talk. There's so many we can talk about. We don't have to just talk about one. I remember when Shador Sanders was like first blowing up, like not last year, but maybe like the year before. And I said, "Oh, it's only a matter of time. The nigga's about to get a fried chicken sponsorship." He sure enough did. I can't remember who it was with, if it was Raising Cane's or if it was Popeyes or something. There's always a fried chicken brand out there waiting for a nigga to blow up, become popular. And then yes,
lurking
literally
in the shadows,
and then
the drumstick.
Why the hell? Here's a sentence that's never been said. Why was Olandria a part of Raising Cane's Fashion Week? Raising Cane Chicken Fingers Fashion Week. Like, why is that a thing? Who the hell was behind? Whoever was behind that, you are my oppressor. Stop giving niggas fried chicken sponsorships. Even Mary J. Blige.
She ate that.
Burger King. The name is Burger King. And when they came out with a fried chicken sandwich, they went and got a nigga to do it.
I didn't even peep that because, like, as you just saw, I thought it was McDonald's and they already have a chicken sandwich, but wow.
Burger King came out with a chicken sandwich and said,
damn, BK.
go get Mary J. Blige. I'm Nani.
And I'm Ant.
Join us on Law and Order as we unpack the hottest topics, trending lawsuits, and media buzz.
Take a listen as we cut through the noise to reveal facts and what's really going on.
Tune in for sharp insights and a fresh take on today's stories. Follow us everywhere for your dose of lore. Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you guys? Did you guys watch our last episode? It was like really good.
It was really good.
If you haven't watched it, you should like go and watch it.
Do you ever get discouraged sometimes because we're not like at thousands of views?
No, I don't get discouraged.
That's good.
As long as like I see that like views are like consistent or like going up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay. Like I'm not super pressed to have a huge digital footprint.
Yeah,
like I like that people aren't watching this and like then misinterpreting everything we're saying. Yes. Like, you know,
and posting clips on Twitter and stuff like that.
Because seeing myself in ways where like I didn't get to post myself, that really freaks me out. Which is why like I have like taken a step back on like how much I post, or like at least what I post. Like what am I actually comfortable with people continuing to put out there?
Interesting. That's a good way to think about it.
I don't want like just like my silly little thoughts all over the internet. Like if somebody like, you know, those repost pages,
yes, where it's only that, yeah,
and they've gotten me like that, and I took that video, Interesting. I took that video down quick, fast, and in a hurry, because then at that point there are comments on that video, and like I'm not going through those comments. I can't delete those comments, so it's just like it gets out of control.
Celebrities feel like they're not been in control like at all.
That's why Beyonce don't come outside.
Period.
I don't blame her at all.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to just become this huge like influencer person that like my life is up to the scrutiny of the public.
I just want to like our podcast, our platform, to get to a point where maybe it's like local. Like it's just like it's just two girls from DC.
Yeah,
like then it's like okay.
Yeah, I would like that. Yeah. Like we be, I don't know, like they talk about us on like the 95.5.
Yeah, 93.9. Like
WKYS.
I'd be okay. I'd be okay with that. I don't need like
I don't want it actually. Like it's kind of how I feel about climbing the corporate ladder. Like I'm uninterested. Yeah, I'm good.
Besides that, how are you?
I'm good. Do y'all notice anything different about me? Let me get closer. This is my first real time like having a wash and go. I have been saying, I think on our hair episode, like I was talking about, like I want to try something new.
Yeah, because I asked you, like, oh, would you like? Have you ever done a wash and go? You're like, no.
Yeah,
No.
I was very anti, and then I think I was just like, let me just do it.
I think I asked her like a couple times.
Yeah,
I asked you a few times.
Yeah.
I was putting that thought in your head.
How about you?
There is an update. I guess they finally decided to just go ahead and say, yeah, you have traction alopecia. I already knew I had traction alopecia, but I went to the doctor about it, and they actually prescribed me minoxidil. So now I have to start like taking like topical like minoxidil or whatever.
Okay, is it in the form of like a spray or like a?
Yeah, I think it's like that stuff that went viral on TikTok or whatever. I think I'll have to do that.
I'm also winning therapy. Like my last therapy session, we were talking, and I just realized how far I've come. Like I was I said to my therapist, like, yeah, I feel like before I was like a a rag that somebody was holding tight like this, like trying to wring out, and now I'm like that rag has been loosened. It's still some wrinkles in it from when it was tied up, but I feel so much like peace, and a lot of it is tied to just me minding my fucking business. Like I just don't get involved in stuff. Like if I see something, because I and it just shows me how much I did it before. Where I'm like, especially if it's concerning like, friends and family and stuff. I'm like, I hear about something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get involved in this and give my opinion and try to fix it and da da da. And then it's like,
yeah, we talked about that a month ago, and you said you were gonna stop. You're gonna try to stop doing that.
Yep.
So I'm glad you.
Yep. I feel like I think I said this before, where it's like I used to hate the trope and watching TV and stuff, like in movies and stuff, where like two people would get into a fight over something that was like unknown or not said. It's like all you had to do was say this. So I've literally
on TV shows, yeah.
So I literally like carried that with me my entire life. Like I would think about that. I'm like, I remember that show, they didn't say this. No, I'm gonna be somebody and I'm gonna say everything. And I was saying everything, and I just needed to shut up sometime and not involve myself in stuff. So yeah, I'm what a time to be alive. Life is good.
What a time to just shut the fuck up.
Right. Something that is just
I don't even know how to introduce this person.
Scratching a part of my brain. I started becoming obsessed with it.
She's
we have our own different obsessions.
Yeah.
Mine currently is Toya Oracle. I just if y'all don't know who that is, it is not it, my bad. They are a person. I believe their pronouns are he, him. And it's like he's like what like I feel like right-wing conservatives thinks that like all people all like Gen Z is like I'm a victim.
He is a right-wing conservative podcaster's wet dream.
Yes. Yes.
Wet dream. Like,
yes,
they are using that as fuel for their next video. They're like, Toya Oracle.
It's like, don't you know people be like the amputee flight attendant hijabi, like that, like just a whole bunch of titles where it's like, oh my gosh, because they did one when they're like disabled, black, fat, what does he say? Southern. Like I was like, why is that one? Why is
Southern
that one?
is now a disability?
Like what? Oh my gosh, it was just he's hilarious. But not in a way like you can't. That's somebody you can't take seriously at all.
No,
but like okay,
but
so
people are like going a little over,
yeah. But anyway, so he basically like gets online and is just like everyone is his oppressor. Like if you are anything that he is not, you are his oppressor.
Literally,
I'm trying to think
if you don't send him money, you are his oppressor.
And he essentially is also like not a great person because he'll say stuff like somebody didn't want to engage in like sexual activity with him or something like that, and he was like, I was opening the way he just words things. It's like I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Like he made someone not wanting to hook up with him.
Something about like ableism or something like that.
Yes. And I think he said something along the lines of the fact that he wanted to do that in the first place was because he was dealing with something. I don't know. I wish I had the words. I'm so upset. I'm not explaining this great right now, y'all.
No, you're doing a good job. In thought of that, we decided to come up with some of our oppressors.
Yes.
So we got like a couple ones.
Yes.
Ready? I got my first one. This is an attack on Ant. Because I couldn't think anything at the time. But I was like, you know what? I do feel oppressed by this. My friends who don't watch the same shows as me, That feels oppressive because I had a whole group chat who was not watching Love Island, and I was like, I just can't talk about this with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like I'm holding.
Now
all
I'm
of
being
these,
silenced.
Right now I'm being silenced. I'm holding all these things to my chest. Ant doesn't want to watch Real Housewives.
I feel like I'm too far behind.
No, you're not. You can just watch it any season. I think you will really like Potomac. I think once you get into Potomac, then you'll be like, maybe I should start watching.
Where should I start it from?
I think I told you, like, season 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Season 5, that's when there's a fight.
Okay.
And the reunion, that's the best reunion they've ever had. And everything after season 5 completely changed the way that they do things. So it's you don't need to watch anything before season 5.
Okay. So apparently I'm her oppressor.
She is.
If you have, dang, is that dark? Is what I'm about to say dark? I was gonna say, if you have a good relationship with both of your parents, you are my oppressor and you need to send me money.
Yeah. I don't have any money to send. I have a pretty good relationship with them. Shout out my peoples. Okay. Oh, men who look up to Neo as a role model. Like Neo the singer. Because I know that, like, Neo, as in, like, he's in, like, that poly relationship or whatever. And you remember, like, back on TikTok, like, a couple years ago when it was that one poly couple. And I was just like, when that whole thing was happening, I just feel like every, like, weird, like, black incel, specifically black incels, were, like, looking up to, like, him and Neo. But I'm like, Neo? And it's like, what's crazy is because, like, when we talk about these, like, polygamous relationships and, like, you know, it's like broke niggas. Like, Neo isn't broke. Like, he isn't. Let Neo be who he is with his 5 different women who he can actually afford to have 5 different women who don't work.
If you are a shade room black, you are my oppressor and you need to send me money. Do you know the horrible experience that you are making social media? You I don't even have the words.
Yeah, no, because it literally is like, I can't, like you said, I can't find the words.
Yeah.
I can't even find the words to explain how like foolish this shit is.
Y'all suck the fun out of everything. Yeah. Everything is layered with an ism.
Yeah. Not even that, but it's like a dumbass ism.
Yeah. Like some of y'all are really stupid.
Like, I know somebody was just saying something about how, like, Glorilla is a colorist because of the, like, diss song that she just came out with.
I saw that this morning. I rolled my eyes and just kept scrolling.
Like, that's that shade room shit.
Yeah.
That's that shade room shit.
Honestly, that is probably, like, the Toya oracles where you take stuff too far.
Yeah.
It's like, now you're a colorist.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious.
My last oppressor, as of right now, is anybody who is behind a black person getting a fried chicken sponsorship.
You talking about the Canes runway?
Hold on. There's so many we can talk. There's so many we can talk about. We don't have to just talk about one. I remember when Shador Sanders was, like, first blowing up, like, not last year, but maybe like the year before. And I said, oh, it's only a matter of time. The nigga's about to get a fried chicken sponsorship. He sure enough did. I can't remember who it was with, if it was Raising Cane's or if it was Popeyes or something. There's always a fried chicken brand out there waiting for a nigga to blow up, become popular. And then, yes,
literally
in
lurking the shadows
and then
the drumstick.
Why the hell? Here's a sentence that's never been said. Why was Olandria a part of Raising Cane's Fashion Week? Raising Cane Chicken Fingers Fashion Week. Like, why is that a thing? Who the hell was behind it? Whoever was behind that, you are my oppressor. Stop giving niggas fried chicken sponsorships. Even Mary J. Blige.
She ate that.
Burger King. The name is Burger King. And when they came out with a fried chicken sandwich, they went and got a nigga to do it.
I didn't even peep that because, like, as you just saw, I thought it was McDonald's and they already have a chicken sandwich, but wow.
Burger King came out with a chicken sandwich and said,
damn, BK.
go get Mary J. Blige.
Okay. If you don't have back rolls, you are my oppressor and you need to send me money.
I fully agree.
Oh my gosh. No matter what I do, like, it's literally just how my skin, like, is on my body.
I was 105 pounds with back rolls.
No, dead ass, like literally 100 pounds. They were still there. They're still there. I think it's just how like my the skin collects right there at that part of my waist. Cause like no my and people be like, oh, to get rid of this, you gotta do this
You're
workout.
no.
No.
I'm getting them all. I'm getting them out.
No,
I'm getting them
no.
out. I'm getting them off, sucked out. Who wants back rolls?
There's some things you can't change naturally.
I got
Like,
back rolls for $5.99.
yeah. So, and speaking about Toya Oracle, we were having a conversation. You were saying like, oh, like people you can't ask people what their disability is,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, if you're not, I mean, you can
Mm-hmm.
as a regular civilian, like maybe you shouldn't, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not legal for anyone to do it. But it is illegal for like businesses and stuff to do it under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time I went to the zoo and I had Robin with me, my dog, and the guy security officer. It was the DC Zoo too, and the officer was like, I was like, oh, she's a service animal. She's not a service animal, but which
He don't
looking
know
back
that.
on it, those I'll get to that later. But she was he was like, oh, what is the disability for? What is da da da? And at the moment, I didn't know anything, so I'm like, asthma, like, and I do have asthma, so I was like, it's for my asthma. But he was just being a freaking asshole about it or whatever. But when I learned that he wasn't supposed to ask me that, I'm like,
I wish I could go back in
yes, go back in
time.
time and be
I
like,
tell that.
you're not supposed to ask me that. Click, take a picture of him, submit it, all this other stuff. But what I was saying before is it's actually really serious. Like, you shouldn't bring animals that like, or like, because really only a service animal is like a dog or a miniature horse.
Mm-hmm.
But
What?
yeah,
A miniature horse?
miniature horse. Yeah,
The
yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Like, so a cat, emotional support animal, yes. Service animal, no. But like service animals, if you are faking like your animal is a service animal, that could actually be very dangerous to actual service animal because your animal probably isn't actually trained
As a
and
service
can
animal, right?
harm someone's service animal, which they could have had for years and have these like great bonds with, and it may take time for them to get a new service animal and all the other stuff. So if you're out here faking like your animal is a service animal when it's not, you really, especially if they're like not trained. I'm not even talking about when if there's a pet bill on your apartment. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if you're going to like an airport or like like a coffee shop or stuff like that. Like, you're putting actual service animals in danger, especially if your dog is hella reactive and like harms other animals. Like, that could really hurt someone who needs their service animal.
But could that just is there, I know there's like service animal training, especially for like specific like disabilities, like when people have like diabetes and things like that or whatever. But as far as like just being in public, if somebody says they have a service animal, but they're, don't actually, could they, is obedience school enough?
So do you like, you just mean like to have your dog anywhere you want? I mean, yeah, if your animal acts right, but a lot of people's animals could or could not, or could, I don't know, randomly one day wake up and just trip the fuck out.
Yeah, trip the hell out.
So that would answer that. Wait, I was just about to say something. So you said,
would obedience school be enough?
Oh yeah. So because even then you can have pets anywhere outside. It's just about bringing them into like an establishment or something like that. Like, why do you have this crazy ass dog in the museum right now? Like, you're doing the most. Like, people want their animals everywhere, but don't want kids certain places. That'd be blowing me
crazy.
Like, what? So yeah. So if you're out there and you have a disability or know somebody that has a disability and people are asking, like, if you go into a place and they're like, oh, what is your service animal for or something like that, that is illegal. Report it.
They can't ask.
Make a complaint at the Department of Justice, which just sued Uber today on behalf of some people with disabilities. Yeah, just got that email today. That was crazy. Really good, because they've been trying to say that like they don't usually have like a lot of accessible vehicles available like in Ubers and Lyfts. So it's like
you have to like pay more money or
No,
for like a larger vehicle.
Yeah, but even it's not even necessarily about the size. It's about like having a lift, like like
Oh, like an
yeah,
actual like chair
yeah,
lift.
exactly.
Okay.
So they don't have a lot of
Vehicles like
accessible
that.
vehicles.
Oh.
Or then also, like if you have like a service animal or something, some people will cancel rides on you sometimes. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna look more into
Aw.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it gets
sad.
real sad.
As people, like, in general, the general public does benefit when people of, like, a disability, when they have more accessibility, then we all
Hmm.
benefit from it
Yes.
because, like, when you think about, like, a wheelchair ramp.
Hmm.
Like, not only are people who, are in wheelchairs, not only do they use the wheelchair ramp, but you have moms with strollers
Yep.
who also use the wheelchair. And that's not a disability. It's not a disability to be a mom, but
Hmm.
you have these strollers, you have like car seats, you have like a bunch of kids or whatever, kids that
Yeah.
can't walk up steps because they're
Or think
too
about going through a
small.
door, like when you can
Yeah.
press and the door's open. Like if you're
Yeah.
carrying something, like yeah, that's for to make it more accessible for people with disabilities, but accessibility
It
is helpful
benefits,
for every
yeah,
it
it
benefits
benefits everyone.
everybody. It benefits everybody.
All right. So, in some other news,
Some updates.
we talked about it last week, but Cardi B since then has won her
Woo!
trial. Woot, woot,
Woo,
woot, woot,
woo,
woot,
woo,
woot,
woo. Did
woot.
she say something like, I was nice to you, ho? But if people keep coming up to me and trying to do these frivolous lawsuits, I'm gonna countersue.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Because this is what, like, her third. She's been in court since she's been like
Yeah.
famous. Like, it's been like
Yeah.
one thing after the other. I think the one of the first ones was like she had got somebody to jump some girls that like were talking to Offset or something like that.
Yeah.
I could be like messing that up or whatever, but it was something like that.
But yeah, no, I'm glad Cardi B won because how you gonna tell me from like years ago, like I scratched your face and you trying to record me when I was at a maternity appointment or whatever? Um, I was pregnant, and then you was in a car accident, all the other stuff. Girl, you just trying to get them cosmetic bills paid.
Right, and then also would try to sue her for 24 million. Like
Twenty
she
four
wasn't
million.
even trying to just get the cosmetic bills
Mhm.
paid. She was
Where
trying
did
to
you get that
like
number
never
from?
work
She was
again.
trying to never, 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 ever, ever work again. Speaking of never working again,
Perfect transition. Perfect
but
transition.
speaking of never working again,
Um, so last week we did talk about the Young Thug
okay,
calls that had been like leaked. We talked about some of them as far as like, people were talking about like him snitching or whatever, talking about like Gunna snitching. Since then, like I think every day since then,
every
a
day.
new video or I'm sorry, a new phone call leaked.
He
And
was just
he
yapping.
was rapping, but at the same time, like I think a lot of the conversation was about like, oh, he was talking too much. He should never be like talking like this, like as a man, like blah 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 blah. Like he's a nigga in jail with nothing to do.
Yeah,
He's going to talk. He's going to gossip, and like whatever he was talking about was no different than like I feel like if you are someone's friend, then you have
yeah.
like criticisms maybe about some of the things that they do.
It is just because it's him and it's this situation
Hmm.
and it's just a whole bunch of like
People
high
are just
profile people.
yeah
Yeah, I don't think he was doing or saying anything necessarily like
out of the normal.
yeah, like it's how
People
people get on
talk
the phone and talk
shit.
on their friends or
Yeah.
get on social media and talk about it. Like
Like
let's stop acting.
he wasn't
Yeah.
like telling like he was not telling the world these things.
Yeah.
And then he did in an interview say that like the so what happened so you can request those calls from Cobb
Yeah.
County. You can request those phone calls from Cobb County and when the first calls got leaked of him and Mariah, his team put a stop to those calls being like,
Mm,
leaked out or like people being able to request those
yeah.
calls. So he was saying in an interview that those calls had like been collected since those first calls like, while he was still in jail.
Mm,
People were just somebody whoever had them, whoever like, was leaking them or whatever, they had those calls to begin with. And they were just sitting around just waiting like when they
yeah.
wanted to release. And I'm sure they had to like listen to all the calls. Jail calls aren't that long. So I'm
Yeah.
sure they just were like sitting around, like listening to whatever, deciding like what was good enough to put out on social
Yeah.
media or whatever like that. So, I mean, it's sad because, well, it's not sad, but I have kind of like a new perspective on like the whole Young Thug situation because I do feel bad for him in a sense.
Mhm.
Not because like, oh, he's a criminal or whatever. Like he went to jail. He was
Mhm.
in jail for 3 years, and there was like supposed to be this Rico YSL case. It went from like let's get the whole YSL gang in jail. Let's get these people off the street. To let's actually just get Young Thug off the streets, because it's like all his friends and all his known associates were offered plea deals to turn on him, and they took it. Like, damn, we was all criminals, and y'all just go leave me for dead. And
all
then
of us
also
was criminals.
and then also for Cobb County, I don't really know. Like, I guess, they want their, I guess they want to get what they can get. Like, they're like, okay, we may not be able to win the case if we try to lock all these people up. So let's really just focus on Young Thug. Let's get these plea deals so that way we could at least get him. He's a shot caller. Like, maybe it'll like, reduce some of the violence in the city. I get that. However, he ended up getting off.
Yep.
You offer everybody these plea deals and he's home. Yeah. So like, what was the point? Yeah. What was the point of this whole trial? And now, as far as like he goes, he was in jail 3 years and he now don't got no friends, and his girlfriend probably has like broken up with him. I hope she has, because girl, please don't be stupid. Girl. I was actually defending you a couple episodes ago. So like, girl, he's just in a shitty situation. Like, his privacy is now like his private conversations. So not only is he not friends with certain people because of like, he feels a little betrayed. Now he been caught talking shit. So now certain people don't even want to talk to him. Yes. He is like, he's in a fucked up situation.
Oh my gosh, but his tweets have been just so, it's like, oh, you're a manipulator. Yeah. He's like, y'all should see the good before y'all think about this. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That interview that he gave, and he was like, nigga, I made you. Well, God made you, but nigga, I helped. What do you mean?
Oh my goodness.
Like, he has an inflated sense of ego. Yes. And then also when the interviewer was like trying to explain like his own feelings to him, because at one point it turned into a therapy session and he did kind of like shed a tear a little bit. He was like, the interviewer was like, oh, so you're hurt. He was like, I don't want to say hurt. Like, I'm a man, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you literally are crying right now because you feel like your friends turned their back on you.
Yeah.
You're hurt.
You can't say those words.
Like you can't say that you're hurt. You're a little sad.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
But yeah, Glorilla came out with a diss song. Well, honestly, do we know it came from her? Because
that shit could have been AI.
Exactly.
I don't know if she came. They said it was leaked. I don't think it actually came out.
I don't think she would have.
I wouldn't have put that out
or
though.
Anything, no.
Because I'm not gonna lie, it was funny, but it wasn't good.
Yeah. The burning blue part was funny.
I didn't hear that part.
That was funny.
What was that?
No, she was like burning blue.
Oh, she was
like, she was like, she said something about like he cheated and he burning you. Oh yeah.
He do look like he got something.
Oh my goodness. And he just messed with something. Oh
gosh. Yeah. In the news of, this is a little bit of, is this shade room conversation? Kind of. But we're not gonna necessarily talk about it in that aspect.
Yeah. Just talking about people talking about it.
Yeah, Teacher Bay. Like
Teacher Bay. I feel like people know what they're doing. And we can tie this conversation into the purple dress thing too. Mm-hmm.
There was Teacher Bay, teacher who people feel that she dresses inappropriately, especially considering her body. Like, she's a full figure woman. Like, she's voluptuous. She got a nice ass and a nice, whatever. Right? Like, so people have been talking about how like she dresses inappropriate for work. In some aspect, I do understand what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like strappy heels. That's kind of like,
the strappy heels was like, girl.
First of all,
these ain't even comfortable.
Right? That's not comfortable.
You gotta be walking around all day.
Like, but if some people really live that life, then it's like whatever. But people were talking about it just like everything just becomes like this think piece. Like everything becomes like an annoying topic. And then same thing with the lady from the purple dress. And it's just like
wedding.
These people live real lives and they are like in real environments. Mm-hmm. And if the people who are also in environments with them, in community with them, don't have a problem with what is going on, then you shouldn't. Right. If the lady whose wedding, that lady in the purple dress, whose wedding she attended, if the bride doesn't have a problem,
neither should you.
Then it's not
about this situation. Right. Y'all take what y'all view as the overlying message of a situation and make that into a think piece, and you won't stop talking about it. Like with the Teacher Bay, like I understand you can't hide that juicy ass all the time in some big clothes. Like as someone with a juicy ass myself, like I get it. Like I be looking in the mirror sometimes, like when I'm at work, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really just walking around here just cheeked up, like crazy. Like, dang. But at the same time, it's like there are some clothes that you can use to hide it. And some of y'all know what y'all doing.
Yeah. When I was younger, like, and we would have dress down days or whatever, and like I would go to wear shorts. Mind you, like for like middle school, I went to like a white middle school or whatever. So those girls would wear like shorts, like super short or whatever. And I remember like I would try to wear those shorts, and because my legs are long, it makes whatever like shorts I'm wearing look 1,000 times shorter. So I would always get like dress coded for that. Like I don't gotta be juicy ass. I got a little something back there, but it's not, whatever. But like the main thing, like I remember when I was growing up was like, these shorts are too short, but it's like all shorts are too short. I have the legs of someone that is supposed to be like 5'6", 5'7". Like I have long legs. So yeah, these shorts are gonna look a little too small. But they're not.
I just feel like people know what they're doing, like in the environment they're in. Some people don't care about the consequences in real life and are only doing stuff for performance online.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think she just wants people to talk about what she wearing. Like the guy who had the kids braiding his hair. Like
you
just want people to talk.
Yeah, you just want to be talked about.
Yeah. So,
but it's also like some people can't predict in what ways they're going to be talked about, because maybe she thought like, oh, you can be a teacher and still like have cute outfits. They don't have to be from like Old Navy and be super boring. But it's like now you've sparked a whole conversation where people are like,
you can't
actually
control where a narrative is going to go on social media ever.
So like you wanted attention, now you got attention, but it's not the attention that you wanted, which is like that's up for you and your discretion. So whatever.
The strappy heels, girl.
Yeah, that's
burn
crazy.
Those. They weren't even cute.
They
like
were.
I would give you were like hella into fashion. Girl, you just put on some regular old strappy heels.
Girl, some little Shein.
Bro, I promise you, her foot probably slid out. Like her toes was sliding out that jump.
And the back of her heel was going over the back of it. The back of the shoe. Girl, take them shoes off. Go put you on something comfortable. Like,
get some
who wants to be running around with kids
get
and
some
like you in fucking strappy heels? Like,
get some hokas.
Girl, get some. Anyway, whatever.
Get out my face.
Yeah. There was a $1.2 billion like lottery, junket or whatever ticket thing, whatever it's called, a jackpot. Yeah, there was like 2 people that won, and of course, after taxes, whatever, they're still gonna be walking away with like millions of dollars. And even though I did not play this lottery, I have played the lottery in the past, and let me tell you, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with my money.
What? There will be signs.
There will be signs. Here's what's gonna happen. Everybody is going to I'm going to gather everybody on vacation. Everybody that I'm going to give money to, we're all going on a vacation. I'm thinking maybe maybe a cruise, something real nice, or just somewhere. I'm going to pay for everything, and I'm going to get everybody together. And I'm going to get everybody in like a conference room. I'm going to book the conference room, and I'm going to say, okay, if you are in this room, you will be receiving money. Now, and then I will discuss how everybody will be receiving their money. It'll be a whole meeting, PowerPoint, whatever. I'll have individual meetings to go over like everything individually. Okay. But like the first couple people I'll go over is like, I'm giving you a lump sum of money. Here's your money. Yeah. Here's your check. Yes. But like for certain people, certain family members, you don't get a lump sum of money. You actually will have money put into a trust, and you will have stipulations put on that trust, and you will get a certain amount of money for every like stipulation that like you check off. So for instance, I got a cousin. I'm not giving her shit unless she goes to at least community college. At least go to community college. I will put you through college, and I will give you money while you are in college. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you go to college, and you don't even have to maintain a certain GPA. Just actually be going. I will be checking on that damn enrollment, and I'll know that if you're not like getting good grades or not doing any work, because they'll kick you out for academic probation, and then you won't get any money. Or actually, you know what, I'm gonna add a stipulation right here mentally. If you end up on academic probation, then no money. No, you don't get any more money for that semester or whatever. And then like for however long you are in college, I pay for it, I give you money, and then after you graduate, I give you some more money. And then when you get a job, I'll give you more money. And then from that point on, if there's other, like if you, buy a house, I will give you, because, I'm not giving money to nobody that I know can't help themselves. Yeah. So like, or like, and
some people you can't just give money and leave them alone.
I have people who like, I'll like give them a credit card, and it's like, you have a certain amount of money, like,
but you can also pause the credit card, or like give them a limit.
Yeah, give them a limit. Like here's your credit card. Do with it as you will. I'll buy some people like, a house or whatever, like I would buy like my brother and like my sister-in-law a house.
Yeah.
And like maybe, I'd give them some money too.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, I wouldn't like just be
Mm-hmm.
everybody wouldn't be like on, or no, some people would be on like payroll. I
Yeah.
put my mom on payroll.
Mm-hmm.
I probably put like my best friend's mom on payroll as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like my dad, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
family, like and then my little sister, I would put her on payroll for sure.
So the last conversation X and I had, we were saying like we would give certain like amounts to people. Like I would give like our parents sibling, give them $1 million. Go on about your business. Like but before, so that was kind of boring. But before, when I would think about like winning a large sum of money, I'm thinking first thing I'm doing is paying my loans, paying my law school loans. Got to get that out the way. But in terms of what I would do for like other people, I was thinking like my sister, like she braids, like she does hair and stuff. I would get her a shop so she could start her own shop. I also maybe would do like shops next to each other. Like my other sister, like she wants to be like a barber, so I would by her like a barber shop. And so like then like those ways you can do stuff to keep making money. Like you'll be fine.
Put them in position.
Yeah. Like I'll like for some people, like I would pay for them to go to school. Like of course I would like buy a house.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, those few things. But like when I think about like what I would envision someone I love, like what their life would look like, I'm like, oh, all you need is a bunch of money to be able to do this specific thing.
Because I think I would pay off like all my friends' student loans. Because why would I have like millions of dollars and let you be struggling with loans? That's crazy.
Exactly.
But I would put myself on payroll too. Like I think like I would only take like. I'd probably only give myself like $100,000 a year, at least as someone with.
I would keep working.
Yeah,
my current job.
I cannot promise I would keep working.
That's a good point. Do I want to wake up? I feel like it would be. I feel like I would try it first, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." But I need to do something. Like I can't just.
I would probably put so much money into this.
Oh yeah,
I probably put like we would get a studio, decorate it.
Oh, that would be great.
I would hire a whole team.
Yeah, production. We'll have production.
Yeah, I was about to say I probably would actually start a production like company at that point and just fuel creative projects. Like I would also give out scholarships, grants, and stuff like that. Like because at that point, because like, even if I do put myself on like $100,000 salary. By the time like I'm 80, that's only like $5 million. And if I won like hundreds of millions of dollars, then like I still have so much to give out.
I will go on a crazy shopping spree.
Oh, for sure.
Like once I get my house,
I
pay everybody to do everything. Like put this couch together. Like I'm gonna interior design, like everything.
Girl,
like, I don't touch nothing. I take this birth control out.
I would get a house built. I would get a house. I would get a house built, and I would get a closet with that. Like remember from Bratz, they had like the hidden. She had like the hidden closet, or either from like Clueless, I think it was when she had like the screen and she could pick her outfits from the screen.
Yes.
And then like the conveyor belt of clothes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I might also build a bunker, just because I can.
Yes.
Just because I could.
Yeah, be like Ava. Do you watch Abbott Elementary? Never mind.
Oh, she has a bunker? Yeah, I do watch Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, she's a doomsday prepper.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what I would do if I won the lottery.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I would get Beyonce to perform for me too. Like, you know how she did it at those other people's, like the daughter's wedding or something? Yeah.
I don't think I'd get Beyonce to perform for me, but I would definitely be like front row not every single concert, but like I definitely would like invest more into Beyonce more than I do now.
Beyonce.
Yeah. What else would I like? Would I buy like a business or anything? I think I would definitely get a broker or like a day trader to trade in my money.
I don't know. Because then I'm like, do I want to keep making money? Like I could live off of this $1 million for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
like,
but you want to set up your grandkids, your great grandkids,
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I would start having some kids today if I won the lottery.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
We've done it again.
Another
episode of Law and Order.
I know people are probably tired of us singing into this mic. Yeah. We haven't said it in a while, but guys, ask us questions. We actually didn't even check to see if anyone asked us questions.
Yeah, we didn't. So maybe y'all are onto something.
Right. maybe y'all are onto something.
Ask us questions.
What do you want to ask?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
We love y'all.
Heart Even if we're talking to nobody by the end of this video, we still love whoever clicked on it.
Yes.
All right. Oh, and I forgot to say that, like, we're past our 6-month anniversary by now. So I think
we should celebrate.
I think it's like 7 months now.
We should celebrate.
Ooh, okay, we can do it the day we go see him.
Yes.
Okay. Woot, 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 woot. Okay.
Burger King with fresh lettuce.
Stop. You go get me started again. Just stop.
Oh, that was a good song.
All right.